Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nuzlocke. My eye's better. I know everyone's gonna ask in the YouTube comments. My eye's fine. I got some eye drops. It fixed it up pretty quick. It's been like a week. It's been like a week since we last played this. No Pokemon have died. Yet. The poll today... Let me just hit a button here. Okay, good. Just making sure my controller doesn't turn off. The poll today will... you can either pick... It's how many Pokemon are going to faint on our team? 2 or less? Or 3 or more? 2 or less is winning at 88% of the vote. So you guys have a lot of confidence in me today. Which I think you'll find is misplaced because today is the day that our whole team dies and then we restart the whole run. Let's just do a little reminder on what our team looks like. I think I could use this and you guys could probably use this too. We got sassy-ass Millie Girl here, our Ivysaur, who's probably the best on the team. It's kind of like a tie between him and Big Man Kev. Or her and Big Man Kev. We got special attack, yeah, pretty good. Special defense, yeah. I think Sassy was special defense up. I could be wrong. We got Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, Sleep Powder. I'm actually pretty happy with the moveset. No TMs yet or anything. We got Cool Spot, who's still leveling up right now. He's only level 17, so he's a little bit behind, but like, we caught an Abra. That is a killer Pokemon. So I'm pretty happy with that. We got Synchronize, which I think he always has. Confusion, so we do have a move. And you know, there's gonna be a lot of Poison-type Pokemon that we could grind against. Big Man Kev, who's been pulling his weight really, really well. Keen Eye, that's nice. Pretty even stats. Low special defense. I gotta be a little careful about electric moves, maybe. Quick attack, sand attack, tackle. I think everyone else on the team is kind of just like things we caught that aren't ready yet. Yeah, we have Alexandra Hedgeblog, the Magikarp, who I haven't leveled up at all. It's gonna have to be switch trained at some point. We have Gestic, I'm gonna say, who has Pickup, which is why we got him, for those berries. And we have Cobalt, the Drowsy, my favorite Pokemon. I really hope Cobalt survives the run, yeah. What's your plan for countering Psychics? Probably Cobalt, because the Psychic types I'm gonna be fighting are gonna be useless against Cobalt. Drowsy is a good physical attacker. It's as good at physical as it is at special. And it learns Headbutt. It's also a very good special defense tank. So if I'm fighting like an Alakazam, which I will be, our rival is gonna have it, Cobalt's not gonna take much damage from it, but I will be able to do a lot of damage with Headbutt because we're a good physical attacker, and Alakazam is very physically frail. So I'm thinking that Hypno might be my counter for Alakazam. Switch trained. Have you been reading my diary? My mistress said it'll be good for me. Jesus. Shadow Ball for Cobalt, maybe, from Game Corner? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Do you have the ability to evoke Kadabra? No, I didn't even think about that. I should have turned on Impossible Evolutions. There's a good question for you guys. Okay, for both those of you watching live and those of you watching in the future, no Diglett yet? I should get one. For those of you watching on YouTube and those of you watching live, question. How do you feel about in future playthroughs, I turn on the randomizer option for allow impossible evolutions? What that does is like, if you have an impossible evolution, like a trade one, you know, like turning a Haunter into a Gengar, you gotta trade it. It'll instead make it so that evolution can be done by level up. Are you in favor or are you against that? Give me your opinions. I'm genuinely interested. And by the way, people have been fighting about the pro and anti rare candy debate the whole time. Still very, very rigorously. The majority of people are pro rare candies as long as you have a level limit rule. Some people are still against it. But for now, I'm still just grinding. I still am not making any hard decision on that. For now, we're just grinding old school. It's like I said in the previous video, just because the majority are saying yes to rare candy doesn't necessarily mean I'm just gonna auto say yes to rare candy. You know? Oh, I shouldn't have Ivysaur at the beginning of my party going into this room. You got ads right as you were asking the question. Oh shit. They probably still can't hear me right now then. Could someone let them know what the question was? Thank you. What if you grind for 15 minutes or something before the rare candies are rolled? I don't think that would make anyone happy, I'm gonna be honest. The pro-rare candy people would say, what's the point? You're wasting time. The anti-rare candy people would say, what's the point? You're still just hacking in rare candies. I think that would make both sides angry. All right, well, this is going fine. I associate the gentleman with, come on, I miss on tackle? I associate the gentleman with using, Growlithe, but it looks like this one doesn't have one. I've fought this guy a million times when I'm grinding and challenges, I just don't really think about it. Also, someone in the pre-stream was saying earlier that a Nuzlocke will be a breeze for me because of the Pokemon challenges I do. I kind of understand the perspective because, like, yes, I know a lot of trainers' teams inside and out, right? Especially major ones like gym leaders. I know them pretty well because I've beaten this game many, many, many times. However, I think that Nuzlocke's, I guess I can't know for sure because I've done a million challenges, so I'm experienced with that, but this is my first Nuzlocke. So I'm not super experienced on Nuzlocks, but on paper, looking at the rules, I think that Nuzlocks are harder than the challenges I do. So I think this is harder than what I normally do for a living. So I don't know, I guess we're gonna find out, but no, I think Nuzlockers have a harder job than me in terms of, like, okay, maybe not in terms of videos, because for all I know, they might be using an editor, and I already did this room, didn't I? They might be using an editor, and that might help them with the editing process, and they might be, you know, they might even just be streaming it and then not really editing it at all. That's easier on a video making process. I'm not counting stuff like that. I just mean purely in the type of challenge that they are doing. I think on paper Nuzlocks are harder than my style of, like, solo challenge or gimmick challenge. Like, my man Gar, you guys saw him in the comment section on some of these earlier streams. He was, like, in the chat. He's pitching me this thing he's doing where he's doing, like, a challenge going through this game. But he also needs to catch, like, a certain amount of shinies before every major battle of the game. And, like, that's psychotic. Like, I'm so upfront with him about how what he does is so much harder than what I do. And I think he described it as, like, I'm doing what you're doing, but crazy. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's completely accurate. That is fucking nuts. Does the Nuzlocke or a normal video take longer to make? Oh, this is much faster to make for me because I'm not making, like, a big edited video out of this. I just stream it. And, like, it doesn't even matter if I die. That doesn't delay the video, you know? Like, if I party wiped on this trainer right now, I just roll a new save, right? And then we go back to the beginning of the game, we pick a new starter, and we try again. And, like, it just keeps on rolling. Whereas, like, when I'm doing a Pokemon challenge, if I'm losing and losing and losing to the same fight, that's making my job take longer that week. That's making the video take longer before it can come out if it takes too long. And that's happened before, you know, Pokemon Black with only first form bug types. I was spending so long grinding in Victory Road that the video came out a week late. And back then it didn't matter too much if a video came out a week late because I was making money hand over fist. The YouTube algorithm absolutely adored me at the time, and you know, the fans all understood. They're like, hey, I don't mind if it's late as long as the video's good, and I love that they were so understanding of that. Nowadays, like, if a challenge is a week late, that's a big fucking problem because this is how I pay my bills, this is how I pay mom's bills. I can't afford for it to cost a fortune, or for it to take forever, you know, because that costs me money. I've liked the stream, now I have to play Deadlock. Deadlock is the name of my favorite podcast. Although Deadlock has been around since before the video game Deadlock. I wonder if that fucked with them in, like, searching at all. Actually, I wonder if that fucks with Deadlock at all, the video game. I wonder if the video game ever has issues with search terms because of the wrestling podcast. Because as far as I understand, it's the biggest wrestling podcast in the world, at least in English. Oh no, my eye is watering a little again. I think it's just because an eyelash poked me in the eye earlier. Deadlock is great, like the podcast? Yeah. Unless you're talking about the video game. I don't know about the video game, but I can take your word for it. Would you be open to a minimum level for candies just to allow new mons to catch up? I've talked about it. I am open to it. I'm just not doing it yet, and I don't know if I will do it. But I'm open to the idea. Here's a better question. And I already know what I'm picking on it, but I do want to run this by you guys at least. Is with the whole rare candy thing, right? Okay, so we make a rule that says that you can't get above a certain level through rare candies. Damn, got paralyzed. You can't get through past a certain level based on like the strongest member of the next upcoming major fights team through rare candies. Okay, that makes sense to me. What about grinding though? Because like, and like not even just grinding, but just like playing the game as normal. It's entirely possible that like Millie Girl might already be a higher level than Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. I don't remember the level of his Raichu, but I think it's like 23 or something. I don't know. Should I be having a rule where Millie Girl can't be used in that fight? Because I think that's a bad idea. You know, like when you have these level caps, the level cap for rare candying, that makes total sense to me. Level cap for what level your Pokemon should be, and then you take it so seriously that you won't even use it if you naturally got there from fighting trainers, I think that's a bad idea. That just gets in the way of having a normal-ass run, you know? For Nuzlocke, no, yeah, I agree. There's a reason that's not on the rule list for Nuzlocks. Now, if you were to say, like, hey, don't go to the grass and intentionally train your Pokemon up 10 fucking levels past the ace of the team, I can understand that. But if I'm just fighting the trainers and I naturally get to a higher level, I don't think that means that I should not use that Pokemon in the fight, and that it is not a Nuzlocke unless you juggle your experience points perfectly. That is adding a whole extra element to the challenge that doesn't make it any better to watch and doesn't make it any better to play. At that point, I think you're just like, that's like try-hard rules right there. That's like either you want to be the coolest dude ever and you're holding people to impossible standards, or you're really good at Nuzlocks and you're bored of them, so you're trying to make it harder for yourself. If you're trying to make it harder for yourself because you are really good at Nuzlocke, power to you. That makes complete and total sense to me that you'd find ways to make the game harder. Trying to force that on other people? That's dumb. You did that for Nuzlocke privately? I liked spreading out the experience. There you go, see? You doing that privately? I should have checked. I should have checked what Pokemon was next. You doing that privately for yourself? Nothing but respect for that. Hence why I'd suggest rare candies to reach level below the ace, but not to easily over... Yeah. If I were to allow candies, I would do that rule of I'm not going past the ace of the next major Pokemon that I'm going to be fighting. I think that's completely fair, and also I wouldn't be leveling them up like until I'm at that fight, right? Like, okay, if I got to take a Pokemon out of the PC, it's level 5 and I'm at a point in the game where the Pokemon are level 40, but I'm not at, I don't know, let's say Blaine is the next major fight, right? Let's say I'm not at Blaine yet, right? I'm gonna just Leech Seed him and then probably switch, just for safety. Like, what if he crits? Okay, well, he's stupid and didn't use a fire move, so maybe I will just commit. Oh, no, he's using Ember. You know what? I need to spread out the experience more anyway. I've been using Millie Girl too much here. Yeah, send Kev back. She's not even as high of a level as Kev yet. I guess I was using that a lot. Are you allowed to grab Snorlax? I don't see why not. Yeah, that's the first encounter on that route, right? Oh, I used Roar. I guess we're still dealing damage because of Leech Seed. Oh, someone in the comment section, this was just one person, so it's probably a minority opinion, but I thought I'd run it by you guys anyway. Someone in the comment section said that the music ruins this this playthrough for them. What's your opinion, guys? Because the alternative is, I switch those around. The alternative is, I guess either other music, or I could have the in-game sound, but then like you're hearing like sped up game sound all the time, which sounds horrible. The There is an option in MGBA, the emulator I'm using, where it mutes the sound when I turn speed up on. But, like, wouldn't it be weird going between music and sound effects and then occasionally the music just turns off? Oh, and someone else said that it ruined the playthrough that I turned off battle animations, but, like, it makes the game a lot faster. Would you rather I have battle animations on? Because, like, if the overwhelming majority really want the battle animations on, I guess I'll turn it on. I just didn't think anyone would care. I actually had someone tell me that they don't watch my Pokemon challenges because they don't like that the battle animations are off, and that really surprised me. I didn't think anyone would have that opinion. Music is good, music is good. Who cares, in my opinion? Yeah, I mean, I'm in the camp of who cares, but if everybody cares, then I'll change it for you. I mean, the series is for you guys to watch. It's for me to play as well, but it is also for you guys to watch. You like the animations for main fights? See, okay, if I'm playing Pokemon for fun, I have the animations on. I like them. But if I'm playing it for, like, work, you know, like Pokemon challenges, I keep them off because it makes it way faster. You know? I can see them being used for big fights. Yeah, I could see that. Adds a little bit of dramatic flair, right? All right, I already fought all the trainers now, didn't I? Okay. So he opens with Pidgeotto. Do I just Pidgeotto mirror match? But then what if Big Man Kev is too hurt for when Charmeleon comes out? Oh, hey, rare candy! I'm allowed to use that one, right? Like, come on, it's an in-game rare candy. Train Cobalt? I do need to train Cobalt. Why don't we grind a little? I feel like Cool Spot and Cobalt need to level up a bit. We can safely grind to the east, right? Well, hey, hold on. Did we ever do an encounter here? I don't remember if we ever did an encounter on this route. What's the name of this route? Oh, I never picked up the map at the beginning of the game, did I? Yeah, I do know I can get Diglett. I never picked up the map at the beginning of the game. You did? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Well, I'll grind here then. Yeah, I'll grind here then. If I already picked up a Pokemon here, I'll grind. I don't think I fought all these trainers yet. I should probably fight some trainers for experience. Yeah, like I didn't fight this guy. Nope, no Pokemon have died yet. I've been pretty careful, although we had a little bit of a close call with our rival at that one point. Pikachu, okay, send Cobalt back in. The nice surprise MDB. You're usually my company for Sunday. Oh, not very effective. That's right. I should have quick attacked. A Sunday morning breakfast, not Thursday night dinner. Oh, well. What's for dinner? What do you think of guinea pigs? Oh, they're pretty cool. Grind via Versus Seeker? Oh, I should, yeah. I always forget about the Versus Seeker nowadays. I used to use it from time to time in my challenges, but then there's also other places that are just good to grind in general. If you're using a Psychic Pokemon, though, then using the Versus Seeker to grind at the top of Cycling Road is really good. Oh, I got poisoned. Man, I'm not getting much experience here. You know what? I don't need to switch in and out here. These are like weak-ass bugs. Okay, I can safely just run back to the Poke Center here. He's not gonna faint. Yeah, I got the Shiny Claws. That seems to be one of the standard rules. Wasn't Meowth threat south of Cerulean? I guess we can check. Route 10. No, Route 5, sorry. I think Route 5 is the one south of Cerulean, right? This is Route 6. Yeah, what's our Route 6 Pokemon? It's none of these. Must be one in the PC. Let's check the PC. $22, $24, $6. We caught a, it was Kestrel, the Oddish. Cool. Well, you know what? If Ivysaur ever faints, then Oddish is probably going to be our backup grass type. What? You playing on Switch mode? Yeah, I always do. Ooh, I don't want to risk anything there. What if I get crit? You've literally never seen me play on set mode outside of solo challenges. Yeah, this isn't like crazy hardcore Nuzlocke. You'll see it from the title of the stream. This is my first Nuzlocke I've ever played in my life. What is Switch mode? Oh, Switch mode is the default mode for Pokemon games. It means that when you're in a trainer battle and a Pokemon faints, you're asked if you want to switch Pokemon. Set mode is like how it is when you play PvP. Where, whoops, I'm gonna switch for safety. Where the next Pokemon just gets sent out. And then if you want to switch, you gotta take that hit or, you know, give up the opportunity for a move. Do you think the newer games are too easy with Experience All? You know, I used to think back in the day that Experience All took something out of the game with all the grinding it takes out, but I don't know if this is just a difference in my opinion because of all the Pokemon challenges I've done, or if it's just that I'm older now, and thus I have less free time. No, I actually quite like Experience All in the modern Pokemon games. Like, it feels right to me. It just wastes way less of your time. And it makes sense that you don't need to individually worry about what Pokemon you grind up on the team anymore. You just pick your team that you like, and they'll all keep relative pace. It feels pretty good to play. And does it make the game easier? No, it just gets rid of some of the grinding, which is just tedium. Now, I could see an argument for that in Nuzlocke, where it does make it a bit easier just in that you don't need to worry about a Pokemon fainting while grinding. Although, again, and we've gone over this a million times now, that the counter-argument to that is, well, you could just go to a low-level route and grind on really, really weak Pokemon, and you would still get to the same place, but without any of the danger. And so all you're doing is wasting your time. And I understand that argument. But, you know, we're just getting back into this fucking conversation we have a million times. Yeah, let's, oh, did I not register this yet? I thought I did. There. Fight me! Okay, that guy will. Okay, now this guy's a high level, so we'll actually get a little decent bit of experience there. Yeah, Cobalt leveled. What level does Cobalt evolve at? Is it 26? I haven't evolved a Drowsy in a long time because, you know, I play as Drowsy fairly often in the challenges, but it's always solo runs. I'm not allowed to evolve them. How's the eye? I'm doing good. I think I have an eyelash in my eye, which is a little sore. But it hasn't been watering for days. I got some eye drops and it fixed it. Hold on, how bad is his health? Oh, we're fine. 26 or 28? I think it's 26. Man, I did a 1 hour pre-stream today. I should have just streamed, I should have just gotten playing the game earlier and saved all the rambling for the show. Because my back is already just a little sore from all the sitting, but it is what it is. Later today, though, I'm editing more of Pokemon Ultra Moon: A Journey, if you haven't been watching it already. If you watched Pokemon Stadium, or Pokemon X, or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where it's just me and my friends goofing off and having fun with a Pokemon game that I'm not very experienced with. Well, like I said, I was pretty experienced with Stadium. It's just like that. It's me and Joe and What a Geek, and we're having fun, we're playing some Pokemon. They know that game inside and out, they both beat Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a bunch of times. They all know what they're doing. I'm going in blind. I only played Sun, and I only played it for like 2 hours once in my life, like 6 years ago. So I never even got through the tutorial. Getting an eyelash on your eyeball sucks. I know, it happens to me a lot. My eyelashes fall out a lot. Have you only played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red / Blue? I think it was Blue. It was the DS one, Blue Rescue Team, right? And yeah, that's the only one I played. I do plan on doing something Explorers of the Sky, I think it's called, because like literally unanimously everybody has told me that's the best one. Like my friends, you guys, I haven't heard a single person say that any of them was the best one except that one. It's unanimous. Do you get the bike voucher? Yeah, I think I already did. Everybody loves Explorers of the Sky, and you know what? I really liked that first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, so I think that I'm really gonna enjoy Explorers of the Sky. It's one of the best Pokemon games, period. I keep hearing that. Love how you realize the Switch is 9 years old in episode 1. Yeah, it doesn't feel 9 years old, but I guess it is. So I was in my early 20s when that came out? That sounds wrong. Well, I didn't buy a Switch until I blew up on Pokemon challenges, in fairness, because I just didn't have the money. You swapped headphones, you can finally hear the music? Dude, there's so many people who have been saying that the music is overpowering me this stream. And yet you couldn't even hear the music until you swapped to headphones. It's impossible to balance audio for the whole audience, I swear. Because everybody's listening on a different device. Everyone's listening on a different sound card, on a different speaker, on a different headphone, a different earbud. Some people are listening on their car speakers. It's so hard to balance audio to sound good on everything. Have you played the Monster Hunter Stories games? No, I played a Monster Hunter 2 Advance, and I thought that was really good. I think I played a little bit of Monster Hunter. I think it was a PlayStation 1 game, but it was the Switch re-release. I think I played that on Steam Deck a million years ago. I gotta play that again. That was fun. Use SteelSeries Sonar to balance your own audio. Dude, I fucking hated that software. I've tried it before. All those softwares that are supposed to balance your audio in your headset, they cause so many problems. Because, like, oh my god, especially when they, like, try and tell YouTubers, like, oh, the audio doesn't sound good in this way. And then the YouTuber is, like, going insane, not realizing that guy has their own balance that's messing things up. Because me as an audio editor, I can't account for that, you know? Sorry, there was something I want to respond to. Oh, please tell me you wrote off the Switch as a business expense? I couldn't. I didn't own a business yet. I wasn't a sole proprietorship yet. That didn't happen until like 2021 or 2022. When I was talking to a banker and they told me like, hey, you know, the money you make and everything, just working for yourself, you should probably register that as a business now. And I was like, oh, you think? And then I did. And in fairness, I haven't written anything off as a business expense in a while when I probably should be. My accountant's supposed to be doing that, but I'm not fully convinced that they are. I don't have a business credit card right now. I gotta go through a bunch of hoops to get one again, because my old one, it was like a joint one with me and my ex-wife, so I got rid of that because she's not part of the business anymore. But then I never got a new one because it requires you do a whole bunch of paperwork and you call a person and you had to get like a whole bunch of original paperwork that I don't know where it is at a moment's notice, and I've just never gotten around to it. I probably should, but I barely spend money anymore outside of like, you know, rent and groceries and, you know, like water heater bill and stuff like that, you know. So like I just try not to spend money. You don't have many business expenses when you try not to spend any money. I do believe we still consider my internet as a business expense unless my accountant stopped doing that and never told me. But I do believe that my my internet bill is still a business expense, as it should be. It's like $100 a month. Internet in Canada is prohibitively expensive. I don't even have fucking fiber optic. It's fiber optic to the neighborhood, not to the building. So like, it's still not great. Monster Hunter, my love, would love to see you play, but they tend to be a bit grindy. They can be grindy, but they're fun. Recently, the dieting saves a lot of money, lol. Yeah, I cook all my own food. Other than the factory meals, I guess, but I don't pay for the factory meals. They come in for free once a month because of my sponsorship. It's just 6 meals, you know, it's like 3 meals for me, 3 for my girlfriend. Eat them in 1 week. Everything else I cook. And you save a lot of money if you know how to cook. Where you live, fiber is $45. Where I live, fake fiber is 100. Nightmare. Welcome to Canada. Want to pop in and say, been loving the Nuzlocke. Look forward to continuing Gen 7 journey and following challenges. Also looking forward to continuation of Deus Ex. I have like 7 hours of Deus Ex recorded that I still need to edit. Are you gonna play Pokemon Pokopia? Okay, my understanding is that's made by the people who made Dragon Quest Builders, right? Because I think Dragon Quest Builders looks really cool, but I don't own it. If so, I bet you I would like that game, but no, I'm not gonna play it because I don't have a Switch 2, I don't have that game. First-party Nintendo games after tax are like $110 in Canada, and I'm not paying that. And the Switch 2 in Canada, Lord knows how much money that is. I don't even know how much money that is. It's probably over $500. I'm not paying that. That would be woefully irresponsible of me to buy. Wanted to say, did you see Mugenics, creator of Binding of Isaac? Reminds me in some ways of Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre type gameplay. I have seen a little bit of it and it looks really fun. I'm just not buying anything right now. Pros and cons to living in urban and rural areas. You're in a very urban area. Your 2.5 G fiber is like 70 a month. My place is pretty urban, but it's not like in the city, you know? It's not like downtown, you know? I live in a suburb. I live in a suburb of a smallish city by Canadian standards. But I would very much like to live in a small town again, like where I grew up. If I could, I would, but it wouldn't be saving me any money at this point because my place is rent controlled from before the pandemic, and so the price here is lower than anywhere else I could get. Yeah, I think it is over 600 Canadian. Someone could look it up, though. I haven't looked it up. Well, I think I looked it up when it was new, but I don't remember now. Learn from YouTube about these tortillas at Walmart that have 17 grams of fiber each. Holy fuck. Man, I gotta look into that. They got them here in Canada? Because, like, I like making quesadillas and, like, chicken wraps and stuff with like, tortilla. 17 grams of fiber. That's crazy high fiber. Don't worry, I'm small town Southern Ontario. Shit's still expensive? Yeah. I feel like we talked about this before, but I grew up in Dunnville. It's a small town on Lake Erie in Southern Ontario. It's not quite as south as it gets in Canada, but it's very close to it. It's not like Windsor south, but it's about as far south as you can get because, you know, it's on the border of Lake Erie. And no, even if I were to move back to my hometown, it wouldn't be cheap. Everywhere is expensive now. Touring apartments next week. The rent would be 3.3K to 4.5K cheaper a year than my current place, hoping it's nice. Man, good luck. That's a lot cheaper. Yeah, good luck finding a good apartment. Seriously. Have you seen much about the new Kirby Air Ride? No, I haven't seen any of it, but I asked Whatageek if it's got City Trial, and he said yes, and I said, I'm buying that one day, and we're playing it together. And I think his response was something along the lines of, hell yeah. I think we talked about that on his yearly New Year's stream. For anyone who doesn't know, every single year for like a decade or maybe more, Whatageek has streamed for New Year's Eve going into New Year's. He streams Portal and Portal 2. And I'm always there in the chat. That's my New Year's tradition. for like the last 10 or 12 years of my life has been I watch What a Geek play Portal on his stream. It's really fun. This was the first year that my girlfriend lived with me for that, so I got to show her a little bit of that. After watching at 1.5 speed to catch up to you, you now sound too slow. That's funny. Poison gas is such a trash move. That never hits. They're labeled a 0 net carb tortilla. Common brand is Mission, which has 19 fiber per 3 tortilla, but they have similar ones. Okay. Man. I gotta look into that. Okay, we gotta level up Cool Spot, and then I think we're ready for the battle. Maybe I'm being too cautious. It's just, I know that he's got 2 Pokemon that are super effective against Ivysaur. And I can't assume that Big Man Kev can take it out all on his own. What if he gets burned again like last time, right? Like, that would really be a problem. Maybe I need to change the music. Maybe I need to put on my 1-hour loop of that music from Front Mission. I think it's the shop theme? Hold on, let me check. Where is this? Shop Extended. Wow, I downloaded this like a year ago now? That's fucked up. Doesn't feel that long ago. I think I downloaded this during a stream of Schedule 1 with Liana. I sent it to her and we were both listening to it, just chilling to it while we played. Ooh, that's a little quiet. Let me turn that up. This is the SNES version of the soundtrack of Front Mission, game I grew up with, a game I Let's Played over a decade ago now. I grew up with the Japanese version with an English translation that like fans made. I do believe it was released in English on the PlayStation 1 though. That's just not the version I grew up with. And then later it was released on the DS, and the DS version is fantastic. And I think that's the version that got ported. You can just buy it on Steam now. On Steam, Front Mission 1 and 2 have been remade, and they're really good. Front Mission 2 is a little bit cheaply made, the remake. Like, they AI translated everything, and it just doesn't translate well, and it was kind of buggy. But they put out some patches since then that fixed a lot. Apparently, there was a lot of problems where a lot of cutscenes just wouldn't play, or like there's supposed to be a whole bunch of dialogue at the beginning of a mission, and only like 1 line of dialogue would play, then it just goes into the mission. So you're missing most of the plot. If I remember right, Front Mission 2, though, was never made in English originally. That was one of the Japan-only games, so I can kind of see why that happened. But my understanding is it's been patched many times since then, and most of that has been fixed. We're still deathless, believe it or not, Great Angel. Funky, I dig it, right? This is the music that would play when you're just customizing your mech at the store. Although in the remake on Steam, I think they play a different song while you're in the mech customization, and this is just the song in the shop itself, which is a shame. Because, yeah, that other song is good, but, like, I really like this song. Pushing out an AI translation on release is silly. I know, right? Especially because I think the first one sold pretty well, so, like, you couldn't afford translators for it. I get it. I know that a real translation is not an easy job. It's not cheap. I get it, but like, damn. It didn't seem like it did a good job. Have you read any Pokemon creepypasta lately? No, I can't think of the last time I even read a creepypasta in general. It is cool that that's how you found me a decade ago, though. How many people here found me through Pokemon creepypasta? You'd be surprised how often I will have someone comment and say, like, holy shit, I've been watching your Pokemon challenges for a while and I thought you sounded really familiar, and I realized I grew up listening to your creepypasta readings. I love that. How crazy is that? Favorite Resident Evil game? Outbreak and Outbreak File 2. I was gonna say that's a hard one. Nah, it's not that hard. Those games have a special spot in my heart. There's a lot of really good Resident Evil games, though. There's a reason I played a lot of them on my show. I found you through River City Ransom EX playthrough you did a million years ago. That was legit, like, one of my first 5 Let's Plays I ever did. I recorded that whole game in one day, if I remember right. think it was like 5 episodes. You know what? That Let's Play is why I'm friends with What a Geek. That Let's Play is what Jawan found when he asked me if I wanted to join the walkthrough corner. And when I joined the walkthrough corner, one of the other guys who had just joined that was What a Geek. I met one of my all-time best friends because of doing that random Let's Play of a game I liked playing in high school. I'll admit I didn't have much faith in the beginning, but that's awesome to hear that you haven't lost anyone yet. No, I didn't have much faith either, to be honest. I still maybe don't have all... Oh yeah, I should be using my Versus Seeker. Found you through team training, challenge run with Yamcha. That's still such a crazy thing to find. What a weird thing to find me through. So many people, when I was doing the premiere for that one, they didn't know who Yamcha was, and so they were commenting saying, I think he means Yanma, like the bug Pokemon? Yanma? Found me through Legacy of Goku 2 and Front Mission? If you found me through Front Mission, you must be loving this soundtrack right now. All I remember about people have told me that the Legacy of Goku 2 Let's Play was really good, but all I remember about it was me getting way too annoyed at that stupid egg quest. And don't get me wrong, the egg quest sucks, but it was probably not fun watching me get legit heated at that. I don't know, I can't rewatch stuff from that era of me because I just cringe myself to death, you know? It's so much of like, I was so much younger then, I was so much more annoying back then, I would do that so much better now, I would have done this differently, I would have done this differently, you know? I just criticize myself to death if I watch something that old on my show. A lot of my old videos I can still really genuinely appreciate. That series... It's probably too old, and I would probably nitpick it to death. Found you through Pokemon challenges, but I watched a lot of your series. Flash Trash feels like the closest successor to Creepypasta readings. Flash Trash is crazy, yeah. I love me some Flash Trash. Kinda reminds me of how I randomly decided to stream Brave Fencer Masashi, hidden gem on the PlayStation, and the dev for the randomizer joined my chat, and I'm friends with him now. That's cool. I remember watching a Let's Play of that game when I was in probably high school by Darkness the Curse and his friend, where they literally just pointed a webcam at their screen. And I watched the whole thing and I had fun watching it, and the whole playlist is in reverse order, so I had to click them manually. And I remember watching Darkness the Curse way back on early YouTube. And then years and 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 years later, I blow up on YouTube doing Pokemon challenges. And a couple years in, Darkness the Curse does a Pokemon challenge and shouts me out as the guy who got him to do one. And I think I may have commented on the video and just told him, dude, I used to watch you when I was growing up. And he thought that was really cool. I don't know if he's still around doing stuff. I think he might still be. I think that a lot of people who remember him don't have the highest opinion of him, which I think is really a shame. I hear that some people just found him really annoying. And like, I guess I could understand why people might find him annoying, but also he was way younger back then. Don't we all find ourselves from back then really annoying? I don't know. I kind of think that people are maybe too hard on that guy, unless there's something I don't know, but I don't know. I thought that his videos were really of the time, you know? They feel like videos from the time they came out in. I don't know. Only the real ones have watched MDB's first Fallout 1 LP. That one is unwatchably bad. Like, unwatchably bad. Working on a Fire Red project right now. I've already showed out written in MDB. That's awesome. I hope you have fun with your project. Oh yeah, I can probably do the thing again. Roxanne. There we go. Oh, I guess we don't need to grind anymore, do we? Yeah, probably not. I just got kind of zoned in on the grinding. Real ones know the first Blood Money LP is goated. Dude, I remember making that LP, and when I hadn't even aired some of it yet, I still had it like on my laptop. I went over to my buddy's house from high school, and I showed him on my laptop the episode on the casino level, where my tactic was I would put the bomb in the suitcase and throw it over the divider to kill the one guy. I showed him that video and he thought it was really cool with my stupid Newgrounds music I used for the edits, for the time lapses. And then I re-let's played it like a decade later, and that re-let's plays a lot better. I think I did the same solution for that puzzle, because it's one that I came up with that I was really proud of. It's just a dumb, funny way to win. Okay, I can't miss Psybeam, so I win. Are you gonna trade in and out Kadabra for Alakazam? I don't think I can. I was just watching your Pokemon Dragon Ball Team Training series with that horrible encounter song. Oh yeah, they added that one encounter song partway through, and it's so shrill and horrible. Yeah, it's rival time. Isn't it possible with MGB? I wouldn't know. Maybe. I don't know, though. Also, did you change your username? Because I think I recognize the display picture. The display picture is legitimately like a fucking millimeter, so I could be getting it wrong. Oh yeah, I should be more diligent about taking the items off of Meowth. When will you do another Oblivion challenge? You know the rules. I can't answer soon. I can't answer when. I can only answer if. If is yes. But I don't know. Maybe when money is less of a problem, I'll do more Oblivion challenges, because I would really love to, but the last time I did a Bethesda challenge, it was a fuckload of work, and it took me a really long time, and I was really happy with the video, and then it made me so little money that I, like, really had to tighten the belt that month. So, I got people to take care of. I hate to prioritize money. But again, I'm 33 now. I got people to take care of. Would you go back to Tactics Ogre or Ogre Battle? I know Pokemon challenges are a lot of what you do now, but I'm still curious. No, I still want to do lots of Let's Plays. Don't get me wrong. In fact, if you go to my other channel, my YouTube streaming channel, it's in the description of this video. You can find that I still upload stuff over there, and I'm still uploading stuff over here too. Baseball Bats, New Vegas, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do more Tactics Ogre. I love those games. In fact, I have the PlayStation Tactics Ogre remake on Steam. I play it on my Steam Deck sometimes for fun. Also, I want to do Ogre Battle 64 someday on the show. Damn, I didn't know I had that much of a level lead. Maybe I was wrong to worry. Have you ever been recognized in public by fans? It's funny you say that. Me and my mom were talking about this in the car today. No, but in fairness, when I blew up on Pokemon challenges, I just worked nonstop and didn't really go out much. And also, like 4 or 5 months after I blew up on Pokemon challenges, there was a global pandemic, so I really didn't go out much. And like, I've always been a workaholic, but like, no, legit, like when I go out, it's just to like visit family or to go to appointments, you know, doctor, dentist, vet, that kind of stuff. So I'm not like walking around a mall or, you know, I'm not really going places where like a whole lot of people are hearing my voice or seeing my face. And even then, people are more likely to recognize me from my voice than my face. I mean, my face isn't really in most of my Pokemon challenges. It very rarely shows up in Pokemon challenges. Well, do you ever attend a convention and do a meet and greet with fans? I'm not opposed to the idea, but it would have to be local. I just don't travel much. If I went to a meet and greet, it would have to be like Con Bravo, where it's like in Hamilton or Toronto or something, you know? Yeah, my face is usually on the obscure videos that not many people watch, you know? And I know that I have fans who live very local to me, and they've been vocal about that. I just haven't bumped into them. Very ironic time for your cam to go out. Oh God, did it? It overheated. Okay, I really love my camera, but once in a blue moon, it overheats and turns off. I was talking to Austin John Plays about this, about my camera overheating, and he's like, was it this one? And he names the exact model. I'm like, yes, it's exactly that model. And he's like, lol, I used to have that. Yep, it always happens. I'll turn it off for like 5 minutes.
smash
Bet
that.
I can smash that. Me and Austin have got to stream together sometime. I remember he told me forever ago, hey, if you ever want to do something together, we should. I was so busy with my own stuff, I never got around to it. Oh, thank you for the 100 mystery currency. You are really handsome today. Thank you. I mean, aren't I handsome every day? I like that you say that I'm very handsome today as my camera turns off. When's Pokemon Stadium 2? You know the rules. I can't answer when, I can't answer soon. I can only answer if. If is yes. It will happen. I promised it. Rupees. Okay, see, I saw the display picture, and I'm like, I recognize that display picture. That's someone from India. The name isn't coming to mind right now, but I think he changed his username, because I swear to God I know that guy. But the username, it's not coming to mind right now, and once you say it, I'm gonna feel stupid. Because I'm fairly certain you've been here for a long-ass time. I feel like that, unless I'm mixing people up and you both just have, like, the same display picture. But the gray shirt, the exact haircut, there's no way. It's gotta be the same person. Siphon, that was the name I was thinking of. Is that Siphon or is that someone else? I don't know, the display picture's smaller than my thumbnail. Like my literal thumb's thumbnail. I changed display picture too, fuck. So it's probably not Siphon then. Wonder what he's up to nowadays, I like that guy. No? Damn it, what's he up to then? Every once in a while he comes back. I think he was really busy with university. I think he's like a lawyer or something now. Man, we slaughtered that battle. I didn't need to grind nearly that much. I was just being paranoid. Raticate died on SSN, meaning you have to use me to replace him in his memory. Oh yeah, the anime. The cartoon. Your rival soloed by MVP Big Man Kev. Are we gonna have a fight over if Big Man Kev or Millie Girl is the MVP? I'm in the YouTube challenge credits. Thank you so much. Oh, maybe that's where I know your name then. You know what? If you comment in the streams though, then I probably just know your name from that. But I know that display picture. Oh, but you said it's a new display picture. Is it similar to your old one? I don't know. Maybe it's just so small that I can't tell. Does the camera dying count as a Mon dying if he has a Rotom camera? Does the better question, does the camera dying count as me dying and thus the Nuzlocke is over? Oh, you're right, I should catch Diglett for Surge. I mean, I probably won't need it for Surge, but I should catch one, you're right. AI generated from my face, it's new. Okay. It's just so small I can't even tell. Man, if you're gonna AI generate a display picture of yourself, why don't you, like, feed it a picture of your face and say, like, give me an Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. Make me as jacked as Brian Cage. Yes, Grok, I would like to be 700 pounds of muscle. Can you make me 9 feet tall? Can you just make me the Great Khali? You know what? Grok, just give me a picture of Great Khali. Who wouldn't want to be young Great Khali? Back when his knees worked, you know? You guys ever seen Great Khali in Japan? He jumped over the top rope. Like, it's scary to watch. He was agile. And he's legit like 7'4". Who's Brian Cage? Oh, I think it's Brian with an I, but he's a pro wrestler. You should Google him. He's quite possibly the most ripped man you'll ever see in your life. God fucking damn it. I just got an eyelash in my other eye. Dude, I'm never allowed to rub my eyes again. I'll just brush my eye a little because I can feel like an eyelash near my eye and it goes right in. It just pokes me immediately. Young Undertaker? Young Undertaker's very agile too, but he wasn't as physically huge as the Great Khali. Stop hurting yourself, oh my god. I can't, apparently. Oh, by the way, didn't you DM me? Sorry, I haven't gotten back to that yet. I'm so bad about that. I will, I promise. It's Raju, if you're wondering. I do definitely see a Raju or two in the comments. It is very possible that I have seen you as Raju in the comments. You changed your display picture after YouTube started showing YouTube handles in streams instead of names. Oh, I probably remember when you had the name instead of the @ thing. Okay, no, I know who you are. Okay, cool. Fuck. My left eye won't stop watering now. I have like... Okay, here's the part that makes it worse. When my eye starts watering, then the eyelashes fall out more, and then they get like wetted down and go into my eye. So it gets worse. I'm gonna just have to eye drop both eyes at this point. I'll do it off stream. Oh, right, this is the first Diglett. I'm allowed to catch this. Do I have anything that's not gonna one-shot this fucker? I bet you Pound won't with Cobalt. Wait, do I still have Pound? I got rid of it for Headbutt. I could put him to sleep. Oh, fuck, that really hurts. Oh, that's watering so much. It's my left eye, too, so you'd know it's not even the eye infection. I'm gonna be faster than him, aren't I? Oh, no, he's faster. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? Diglett's really, really fast. I hope no one's gotten sick of the music yet, because we're 20 minutes in. And I'm not sick of it even remotely. You can tell it's fast asleep because it's speeding me. You hate eye drops? I don't mind them. I just usually have my girlfriend give me the eye drop. It's just easier because, like, I gotta hold both eyelids open or else it's just not happening. If you guys ever go play... Ah, God damn it. If you guys ever go play Front Mission, like the first one, and then you start hearing this song, it's gonna fuck you up because it's gonna get drilled into your head forever. God, I gotta switch. I'm gonna faint. How is he so fast? He has no legs? Well, that's why he's so fast. He doesn't have legs to slow him down like we do. Can he stop rolling high on magnitude? God, Diglett is such a good Pokemon. Arena traps and no running too, yeah. Is there any other thing they can have but arena trap? I don't know. Oh, thank God we got it. Seeing Diglett here is weird after hours of DBZ team training. Where's Ader? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, first name I see in the chat is... It's Millie Girl. I can't name... It's always Millie Girl. It's Millie Girl like every fucking time I look at the chat. Okay, I gotta look away again. Okay. The first name I see in the chat is... Okay, well, I think I already did maybe Lost. Alright, I'm gonna look away again. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna look back now. Lauren Hall! Oh my God, I'm only seeing the same. There's almost 200 of you here. How does this keep happening? Okay, I'm gonna look away again. Glasses are off, hand over face. Oh, I can probably turn the camera back on, can't I? Okay, hold on, I'll give it a second to check this. Good, everyone's spamming chat, that's good. I'll almost definitely see a new name. That was my Windows noise, not yours. That's my capture card that's hooked up to my DSLR camera. Any second, you should be seeing me. And any second, you should be seeing me. Is this camera on? I'm checking. It's on. The camera is on. I just checked the back of it. Hold on, let me like... Go to the webcam scene? Nope. The hell is going on? Let me, webcam. I mean, it's not a webcam. It's a DSLR camera on a cam link. Let me just, game catcher and then go back to the cam link. That fixed it. Okay. That time it was OBS being weird. Take off the lens cap. No, it's not the lens cap. That'd be funny, though. Okay. I'm looking away. The first name I see in the chat is... Blaze. Crazy name for a Diglett, but we're going with it. Oh. MDB the best? Now that's a lie. Alright, we just got ourselves a pretty kick-ass Pokemon. Okay, Alexandra, you are probably going to be back on the team at some point. But until then, I do think the Diglett is going to be very useful. It's already a good level, too. Now we have Dig and Teleport. Those are good things to have. I bet they're going to be really useful in a Nuzlocke. Okay, I got to level up just a little, though. I want like 2 levels before I do the gym. Before I do the game. I guess I gotta scratch here. I guess I gotta switch here. This is why I wanted to grind a little first. I'm very frail. No catastrophes yet. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta... Again, I keep doing this when I could be doing this! Fuck. Can Diglett learn any fire moves? Maybe Sunny Day. A lot of Pokemon can learn Sunny Day. Oh, you know what? Meowth can learn Cut. There we go. That's true. I could grind against the electric trainers. And it would probably go okay. Unless they just Sonic Boom me and then I die. I don't think any of them know Levitate. He's faster than me. Okay, that wasn't bad. I always forget, Dig in this game, 60 power? Or did they bump it to 8? Nah, I think it was Gen 4 that they bumped it to 80. 60. Can't believe it's snowing again when the first part of the week got up to 21C. I know, right? Sonic Boom! I knew this would happen! No electric types have Levitate prior to Gen 4. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. Please tell your cat I said pss, 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 pss. That's funny. Yeah, they couldn't decide how strong they want that move. In Gen 1, it was 100 power, which was too high. In Gen 2 and 3, it was 60 power, which is too low. And then they finally made it 80, and that feels about right. I don't like this. Guys, this is why I want you to grind first. Don't paralyze me. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Fucking... Okay. Kev. Oh, fucking whirlwinded me. Whatever. Oh, cool. Thank you. He switched me back out to Kev. I gotta move Kevin up on the team just so it's quicker to switch to him. Getting to half health is scary in Nuzlocke? Yeah. When you know that you're in range where a crit could end you, that's scary. What level does Pidgeot fully evolve? It's 32, I want to say. I'm gonna heal. I don't know if he'll still be jumping when I come back. Maybe not. Nope. Yeah. 36? Okay. Yeah, Diglett's a very frail Pokemon, which is what has me a little worried about him in a Nuzlocke. At the same time, he's very fast, and he hits very hard. Venusaur's 32, that's right. Venusaur doesn't take all that long to fully evolve. So you remember on the pre-stream when I said that when someone asked if I'm getting to Lavender Town today, and I said, oh yeah, that's pretty realistic goal. I'm thinking I'm not gonna make it there. Oh man, I'm thirsty. I've barely had any water today, and I've barely eaten today. Usually I'm really good about water, but since I woke up, it's just been go, go, go. Hydrate or dihydrate. Alright, yeah, don't switch. Don't crit me. I can see you stopping before going through Dark Tunnel. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna last that long. My eye is really bothering me, and so is my neck and my back and my shoulder. And I have other work to do today as well. I could argue this is the more important work. The other work is editing Pokemon Ultra Moon, A Journey. I would really like to get another video of that to air, like, maybe tomorrow? I could get it up in the playlist tonight and then get it to air tomorrow. But you can watch it early in the playlist if you want. If you guys go open the playlist for Ultra Moon and you refresh it in, like, 5 hours, it might be viewable. Just woke up to your stream, by the way, 4 a.m. Damn, you get up early. Early riser. What are my stats? Rash Nature. Could you guys tell me what Rash Nature is? I don't remember. That's a surprisingly high special attack. Sandvale could be good. Maybe. Speed down, special attack up. Oh, special defense down, sorry. I don't think I like that. I'm probably not going to be using any special attacks, whereas special defense down, I'm going to be really vulnerable to grass and water. Not a great nature. Yeah, no arena trap. Which is fine. I don't really need it. Been refreshing the playlist section for the next episode. I know it'll work one day. Next episode will probably be edited and uploaded tonight, and then I will have it public outside of just the playlist tomorrow. I'm almost always really good about water. Once in a blue moon, I'll be bad about it because I'll wake up, I'll be in a massive rush to work, and I'll be only drinking coffee for a little while and just not thinking about it. Because I'm drinking constantly, but if the coffee is on my desk and the water is farther away, I'm just not thinking about how I also need water. But again, this happens 2 or 3 times a month. Almost every other day, I'm drinking 2 of these a day. This is 40 ounces. And I drink more than that because I also have Metamucil, which I drink 2 tall glasses of water with. I don't count tea and coffee because they're diuretics. You drink a can of Brisk and then fill it back up with water throughout the day. I don't think I've ever heard of someone who fills up their iced tea can and then uses it like a water bottle. Huh. What am I doing in there? I don't need Farfetch. Wait a minute. If I were to have a Spearow, would I be allowed to trade it for Farfetch'd in a Nuzlocke? Yeah, I don't have a Spearow. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna fight someone. Ah, that's a low magnitude. You have a Captain's Morgan's bottle you've been using as your water bottle since college, over 10 years? Okay, if I get crit, I would faint. Oh. I hope you clean that bottle. Because wouldn't a Captain's Morgan bottle be an awkward shape to clean? Bottle brushes might be able to get in there okay. Maybe. I think I have Captain Morgan. I guess I could check the bottle later. I don't know. I have liquor in the house just because you get it as a gift sometimes, but I don't really drink. I'll remember I have alcohol and have like a shot on some ice like once a year and just drink it kind of slow. Because I don't like being drunk. I just like the taste of alcohol. Oh, this is bad. I do. It's smaller than normal bottle. Okay. The trash can ones can be annoying because they can be in the ones you previously checked on the first switch. Yeah. It's way worse in Gen 1, where it's totally glitched out. It's way worse and way better depending on if you know what you're doing. I think I've shown this before in a Pokemon Gen 1 run, but they programmed this whole room wrong, where it's supposed to be that it could be in anything adjacent to it, right? So I did the first switch, so it could be one of any of these 4 adjacent ones and a plus symbol. In Gen 1, though, they programmed it wrong, so no matter what one ends up being the first switch, there's a 50% chance the second switch is the top left corner, even if the first switch was already in the top left. So if you're ever playing like red, blue, or yellow, then once you find the first switch, just check the top left. It's your most likely one. This puzzle sucks, but it usually doesn't take long. It's just dumb. Okay, this is better because now we have a 50-50 chance. Thank God. Oh yeah, I didn't fight that guy yet. You have a 3/4 full bottle of spiced rum you bought in like 2016. Yeah, that's kind of how my alcohol is like, I have these mostly full bottles from a million years ago. Yeah, this Diglett is not going to be very useful in this fight, is it? What level does Diglett evolve at? Maybe once I evolve it, it'll be just tanky enough to be worth using here. This could be stage music for one of the Sega Sonic games. Oh, like stage select music? I can see that. You think level 28? That's not super far off. 26? That's not bad. There's only 5 levels. $28 maybe, but yeah, Raichu could kill it now. Yeah, I think Raichu could kill it. You always assume Dugtrio would be 33 and just never bother with it. That's funny. Ow. Alright, Kev. When in doubt, Kev. I got crit, come on! It's 26, just checked, thank you. Diglett's health goes from 10 to 35 and defense goes from 25 to 50. So yeah, it's not bulky, but it's way bulkier. You enjoying your experience so far? Yeah, I'm having fun. No, the once in a blue moon that I drink, it's usually, tequila. I like tequila. Tastes good. Kind of looks like Big Man, Key. Because the V is a bit weird. The V is a little bit weird. Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting chest tightness. Because of, my neck. It's a nerve thing. Oh, yeah, and my left hand is tingling a little. I was gonna say, I felt like a big bit of tightness there. Like, it was a little hard to breathe for a second. That was weird, so I straightened up, and then, yeah, I'm starting to feel the tingling in my left hand. I'm being too rough on my neck today. Salutations, Mexico. Oh, hey! Hello to Mexico. You're fun to play in Victoria 3. MDB is dying confirmed? Yeah. I'm basically dead. Need to take a break? Yeah, I think I actually do need to stop. See, this is why I shouldn't have done such a long pre-stream, because the stream was like 2 hours, which is the same length as the last couple, but the recording is only like an hour, almost an hour 20. Because I spent so long on the pre-stream, wrecking my body. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I had fun, and I look forward to streaming more of this, probably like this weekend or something. If I felt any kind of tingling, I'd be worried about a heart attack or something. No, I've gone to the cardiologist a million times because every time I had to go to the hospital for this, they're like, oh, it must be your heart. It's like, it's not my heart. And then they put me through months of fucking studies and shit just to get told at the end, well, it's not your heart. Every time. No, it's nerves in my neck. It's cervical radiculopathy. It's a problem with the cervical spine, which is like the neck. Yep, I just gotta go stretch it out and do some walking and do my physiotherapy and do the Y's and the T's and all of that shit, you know. Do some face pulls, that gets things right, and the tingling will start to die down. Has working out helped at all? It does, yes, it does. You can put the pre-stream at the end of the video. I don't record the pre-stream. Oh, thanks, Pokeculture. Get better. I like that that's a demand. I am gonna get this thing uploaded. I'm going to take care of my body a little bit, and then I'm going to edit the next part of Pokemon Ultra Moon A Journey. I will get that uploaded tonight. You'll be able to watch it early in the playlist, because it's gonna be unlisted. While it's still uploading, it's gonna say deleted video, because that's just what YouTube says when the video's not live yet. Or not fully uploaded yet. So if you see deleted video, wait like an hour and refresh. It just means it's still uploading. And then sometime tomorrow, I'll tell it to go public so that the people who don't know about the playlist will still get to see it. I think that's everything I have to say. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, have a nice day. Do 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 do.